Hello again. We meet again in my podcast, Money Talk podcast. This is actually episode 7.
Wow.
And for my previous season, and I have here with me my dear friend, Kevin Neoh. He's actually a licensed financial planner who one of his passion is same as me to empower people with their money mindset and so on and so forth, and he's actually with a big already in the financial planning world for almost, I guess, 12 years.
Yes.
Yeah, all in all,
17
years in the working industry. But he joined VKA, and now he's the head of financial planning at VKA Wealth Planners in Neighborhood. And Mr. Kevin, thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you very much for having me, Dr. Lalwa.
With your busy schedule, it's an honor to have you, to be honest.
Actually, we are both busy, but we don't mind to make time for things that we care
Anything
about.
for community, right? Especially when it comes to our money mindset, financial planning. And today, I'm having here with you with me just to share your insight and just to correct me if I'm wrong about emotional spending. All right, why do we shop when we are actually stressed out? Okay, so before that, okay, with that, I think we will cover 3 main points today. Okay, first we will start with stress versus spending. Okay, later on we will talk about the correlations, the relationship about stress versus spending, and then we will talk about what do you think, and I will give you this the statistic of what actually emotional spending, what trigger them, and so on and so forth. And last, of course, your 2 cents, the valuable 2 cents on how we can actually spending in more healthier way. So before that, don't forget to subscribe my podcast Money Talk from Spotify and YouTube live. I think you can subscribe now, and also follow my LinkedIn live, Facebook live, and also Instagram. Also, you can also watch this in my website www.laluarashad.com. So don't forget to rate star 45. Okay. So a little bit of introduction, yeah, Kevin, before I go further. Stress shopping is also known as emotional spending. Okay, is when we actually making purchase if we are actually in the stress mode. Uh, Maybe it's a part of them say is a coping mechanism. Some of them say that it's a necessity to spend and so on and so forth. But the what make it worse, maybe we overspending, all right, until we don't know what actually we have. At the end of the day, we suffer ourselves. I don't want to talk about US tariff of actually import stuff, import branding. It is actually effect on this branding, import branding, handbag, and so on. But I think in our daily life also is already expensive, correct? So can I, before I give it to you on to share your insight on what is this stress versus spending relationship, what do you think about that? Let me share with you some of the statistic. All right. Just for your information, this is research by Rakuten in 2022 said that 62 of Malaysian admit to impulse shopping when they feel stressed. So terbukti, there is a fact that saying they do that. And another one spending said that their spending increase on non-essential good. 18% said that is they use that for non-essential good. So the facts is there for you. The facts is there. So in your opinion, what's your take on stress versus spending? Is it related?
I think it's definitely related, but again, thank you for sharing the statistic and also inviting me. Spending is actually one of the things I always say that other than breathing, spending is the other activity that we have to do and we cannot avoid.
Correct.
Right?
Betul.
And there's a lot of time that we think about, am I a good spender or is she a better spender? Or sometimes people say, I'm the bad spender. But the truth is we are judging ourselves based on our propensity to spend. And what people not realize yet or talk about a lot, right, is the fact that actually as a human being, right, we are wired to spend. We are actually, it's in our DNA and instinct to spend, to consume. Because if you think back to a few million years ago, right, in the Stone Age era, the people there have to go hunting every day, and they don't know whether today I hunted something, tomorrow I will have the same success hunting experience or not. So what they have to do is they got no freezer. They have to finish everything they have. And this instinct helped to survive, and it has been passed down all the way even until now.
Correct.
Of course, now we have freezer, but it's about the instinct to practice instant gratification
I like that word.
consume our resources. And when it comes to money, this is the same thing that is driving us. Now, then that means, right, is in how we act, and how we act is actually governed by our brain. So our brain
Money
also,
mindset, our mindset.
yes, before your mindset is your brain,
Oh,
how it functions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the thing is, we have the front brain is called prefrontal cortex. This is the part that allows us to be human, to learn, to analyze, to think, to say, hang on, do later, versus just do instinctively. Now, what happens is when we are emotionally charged, like high stress or panic that time, right? This CEO brain is offline.
Oh.
And what has taken over is the other brain called a limbic system. So this thing is also called amygdala hijack. It's the limbic system that take over our brain system and network. And what happened is this limbic system, right? It is the emotional brain. So it does not think very well. It does not analyze. It's based on feelings and emotion. It just wants to help us feel safe, feel good, and able to survive. So if let's say we are stressful, the big brain offline, then what's take over is the emotional one. It just want to do something that makes you feel good. Yeah. So that's why there is a strong relationship between stressful situation and our propensity to spend more. But not only bad stress. When we are happy, you are also at risk to spend more and spend easier.
Yeah, that what we call what? Dopamine boost?
Dopamine
kind of thing.
boost,
Yes.
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 Because when we are at stress, right, our brain release something called cortisol. The objective is to ensure we have a higher chances of surviving or get away from the threat the brain perceive.
That the brain signal, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the brain scan for threat, and stressful situation is there's a chance that we will be affected in a bad way. So cortisol is a hormone that will be secreted. It increase our blood sugar level, it raise your heart rate and whatnot. So we have more energy and power to do things quick. It just want fast action. So fast action needs to be supported by something, and it's from our memories. So that's what comes to our money mindset, our past experiences with money and whatnot. That's why.
And how we grow up, right? How we grow up also actually play. We see the surrounding, and sometimes what we call money script, right?
Money
this is
script,
one thing,
yes.
Money script.
So money script is the subconscious belief we have about money that it actually shape how we feel and our feelings, because we are also a creature of emotion. Our feeling will shape and influence how we act.
Yeah, I like that money
script. For example, right, I've seen someone who, let's say, they always grow up getting laughed at or bullied. Not doing something wrong, just because they wear very old clothes. So their friends laugh at them for wearing old clothes. So this boy, for example, grew up thinking that I'm ashamed of myself, I'm not good, and I get laughed at because I'm poor. Or I look poor. So these experiences will contribute to this young boy. When he grew up, he will think that if I always dress poor, people don't respect me. People laugh at me. So what he likely to do is he will want to dress well, even though he don't have the means to really afford all the spending.
I think it goes to same ways as if you wear a good dress during school, people still also talk about, oh, dia ni anak orang kaya, and then the perspective is different. Also, it's not a good thing, right? So whatever you do is basically how you perceive something. So the money script need to be.
So we need to have awareness, like some of the.
We are too young for that at that time.
But now it's not too late.
Correct.
So for example,
it's not never too late when it comes to money.
Yes, I think for everything else also same. So what happened is, you see, when we are adult already, for example, the young man just now become an adult, he has a higher tendency to buy things that is new, expensive, so that people can see I made it, I'm successful. So if no one talks to him, he may not aware, even though this habit is accumulating credit card for him. But talking about it can actually invite back, why do you think that you need to buy expensive things?
Betul.
Then he will think that then people will respect me. Then we can have a chance to examine whether this is true or not true all the time.
Yeah.
Then
yeah, you never know until you are actually in that situation.
Correct.
Okay, Kevin, I just want to ask again, when we move on with the second discussion, I want to ask, when actually you go to shop for shopping? When actually you allow yourself to shop? Is it weekend or is it?
Last time without our phone,
yeah.
it's only when you have free time to go to shopping mall.
Okay.
But now I think anytime, even when early morning in the toilet doing your big business, or before you sleep at night, you might actually have a chance to scroll your phone mindlessly or unmindfully. I do that all the time. Don't know what to press, so I might just press my Shopee app.
Yeah. So, okay, do you know that actually, I just want to ask, I just recently have a thought, why actually TikTok live normally at night? Why everybody, like all the seller, let's say, they go on live TikTok, especially there's a good platform to sell your things. You want to know why they go after 9 o'clock, after 8 o'clock? Okay. You know what? Meta Studies in 2022 has come out with a statistic to say that personalized ad shown during a late night hours 60% increase in impulsive purchase, meaning if you think that you are okay, you want to buy something, but when you go to TikTok live at night, we increase 16% of your tendency to buy online. So there's a fact that at night we spend more.
Yes.
Why do you think this happened?
Well, it can be a few factors, but maybe let's talk back to the spending impulsive part, right? It could be that,
after tired working the whole day,
tired day, or we have a rough day at work.
Correct.
So also there's research that shows that when we feel not so good, right, we will try to do something that makes us feel good. So that's related to, because when you do something that good, right, you have the dopamine boost. Then you feel happier and lighter.
Correct.
There's another survey, research that shows that when you go shopping, you feel like you have control of your life because it's up to you, buy or don't buy.
It's my rights.
Correct.
Sorry. Yeah.
But at work, you cannot control a lot of things. But shopping, either is buy, don't buy, or put in the shopping cart.
You say it in the correct way. Yes, I think I agree with you 100%. So, meaning, okay, we don't talk about FOMO first. We talk about social media. So, you think social media is one of the factors that trigger us to spend more? Yeah.
Yeah, I would believe so.
Yes, now you just mentioned.
Yes, because but it's more
convenience,
than that.
Right?
Convenience is one thing. I think social media acts as it's like it triggers us to have the desire or more reason to justify why I need to buy something.
Yeah.
So for example, let's say I work very hard, I save for 1 year, I finally can buy a new iPhone. I'm happy.
Yeah.
But the first thing I do, on my phone, I download Instagram, I on it, then I see my friend sharing his or her new iPhone, but have 3 cameras, mine have 2 only. So immediately it's like compare myself down. And we also
after
don't
buying,
want to, after buying, correct.
Yeah.
So my happiness was so good, right? Once I see someone having someone better than me, there's a chance that my happiness level will be affected, brought down.
Then there's another one we call gratitude attitude need to be imposed here. Correct.
Because we are also social animal at the same time.
Yeah. We are in the generation where we cannot avoid social media. Don't you think? Everybody, I mean, to move forward with our career also we need social media. Not just stop. I mean, we need to accept that social media is in our daily life.
Yes.
It's just how we control it, don't you?
Even we blame social media for our spending problem and we uninstall every of it, right? We are still going to get exposed with, advertisement here and there, and we will still see people, so we can still, it's just that social media made it a lot easy for us to see what other people have, what other people are doing, and of course, most people share positive and good things only, so we see all the good side.
That is followed by this iPrice Malaysia 2022 research also, right? Second what Kevin just shared with us, over 74 of respondents said social media advertisement and influencer influence their spending decision. So being an influencer also actually I cannot say it's all bad lah. It's still good, but if you know what to buy, what to do, that is the best thing. That's why ambassador also been paid so high to be the influencer and so on. And that's according to Shopee Malaysia, 2023. This is about generation gap. I think in my book that I released 2 weeks ago on the 30th July, I did mention about July. So it's what you call cultural versus generational gap. So at that, we did talk about how Gen Z and millennial talk about how do they spend. So I think 2.5 more, Gen Z and millennial are 2.5 times more likely to shop on impulse when they're exposed to the influencer. So I think as a parents, I think we do need to monitor what we do actually, this kind. All right, you said all. You said why, you said the relationship between it, you said that social media also influence, fear of missing out also another thing that you just selit dekat situ, ya. I think Kevin did mention about how people want to buy because people buy, then suddenly you see your friend have iPhone with 3 cameras. Right. So yes, you say it all right. You say it in the way that it's supposed to be said. Now, how to not rectify, how to cope with this emotional spending? How to cope? Give me one first. Let's discuss one first.
This is a very important question because overspending can actually create a lot of suffering or trouble later. So it's important to prevent it from happening, not correcting it. So we have to understand back why we are more prone to spending without thinking much when we are stressful. Like, it's the brain that can think got hijacked and offline, right?
Betul.
So now how do we get it online?
Okay.
That will help a lot. So it was hijacked or it was shut down. We have to help ourselves to bring it online back. So when we are stressful, we are panic or very high stress, the emotional brain is in charge. So we have to cool down the emotional brain. So in doing that, there's a thing called grounding technique.
Grounding technique. Okay, share
as simple as just deep breathing can actually help us to, pull you back more to the ground. That's why I call grounding technique. But the simplest one I like is called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Which is
5 things you see, 4 things you hear, 3 things you can touch, 2 things you can, I forgot the details really.
And 1?
1 thing you can say or what. I forgot already.
Yeah.
You just need to Google this or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique. There's many videos out there. It's very simple to practice.
Okay, I want to share the second one. Second one is the one that is my favorite. I think I'll take this not just for my spending but for everything before I decide in anything, not just about my money, about spending, what we call 24 hours rule. Sleep on it. That is orang tua punya cara lah, Kevin. That is my style. I think I'm not sure how my parents do it because I have less memory with my parents, my late parents, how actually my money script, to be honest. But one thing that I know that my dad is very calculative. I don't want to use the word stingy lah, but it's calculative over money. Be careful with money because being a Pakistani himself, not racist, but Pakistani, they are very calculative on what they are spending. My mom are quite generous, so that is my money script. So learning from both different attitudes, mindset towards money, I always like, okay, let me be in the middle. So I have this 24 hours mindset. Okay, let me sleep first. I give back the decision, or I'll get to know. I put in my cart first. Normally there's a lot of things in my cart, but I didn't press shopping. So that's one of the way that how you cope it.
Yes, because you are giving time for the brain to, the one to cool down and this one to online.
What is the scientific reason behind that?
The
24 hours, the waiting.
Is for you to feel less emotional. So the prefrontal cortex, the brain that is analytical,
maybe we rest,
will come back.
Correct.
You see, that's why a lot of time we spend already, we feel regret. It's because when we spend these things that can think, right, the brain that can think wasn't working. So it come back online later, it can think already. That's why we feel regret. So the way you practice is very useful because you are
even though it's the old way, old traditional way.
Yeah, even now we do it all the time. I think many people do it all the time.
I think young don't do that.
I
Young
think
don't
they
do
do.
it.
They put
They
things
did?
into the shopping cart. That's
Okay.
that's this rule. Some will do 3 days, 7 days.
Ah.
Some actually put in there. You forget that you have put something in there already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen older people tell me their shopping cart full already. Then
Yeah,
only I know.
never check
shopping
out.
cart can
Never check
full
out.
one.
Yes, never check out. I have that. Okay, another one. Okay, talking about that, the power of online shopping platform. Okay, I would like to touch about this Temu. Have you heard about Temu from
I've seen
China?
it a lot.
Yeah. Okay, Temu have a very good persuasive when you already in your cart. Alright, this is one thing different from Shopee or Lazada. I was in Temu when I was in my knee surgery. Remember last year I had my knee surgery 2 months at home. I passed by this Temu and it's not that good for me, for health, for your wallet. Once you are in the cart, they always pop up saying that, oh, the price of whatever in the pocket, I think they have the algorithm, right?
Yeah.
So it will be cheaper if you order for the next few hours. So
Yes.
that also doesn't help actually.
Just like
And this technology mechanism, that's really actually not good. But it's you who control your money, correct?
Yeah, we control our money, but the thing is, you see all these skills from the apps we use, they always try to entice you to actually feel why you should spend your money, and that's why it's a lot difficult for us to save money sometimes in this era also, because the what you call that, the temptation is everywhere.
And I think during COVID, this online buying is very boost. And then there's a one time when my friend said that, oh, we want to uninstall apps Shopee, but it just for a while, then they download back, right?
I did that also.
Dude, okay. Before we go to the next, okay, the conclusion later on, what else? How we can replace this coping mechanism to be healthy? How we can,
I think we don't try to fight it.
Don't fight,
we just have to accept and acknowledge
macam
that.
boyfriend, don't ever fight with your girlfriend.
Accept and acknowledge that this is something we will always face, and we have to just minimize the impact on our future well-being. So one way I like to preach on myself, also practice, is that we take a certain portion of our income, set it aside to a certain account, just for the sake of that. I call that a guilt-free spending fund. So whenever you feel stressed, you just want to spend and make yourself feel happier, use the money in the account, and at least that is like a cut loss mechanism there.
Betul.
So that's one. Second thing, very important, is to have certain goals for what you want to accomplish and pursue, because progressing towards your goal help you with the dopamine effect as well. So we are just using what is harming us, right, to do good for us. So knowing your goals will help you to not easily spend away the money, because now we see the money, this money belongs to some other purpose, but it's not money calling us to just spend it because it's staying there for you to spend.
Betul. Okay. Last, I think one of the mechanism is other things like do something else, get distracted with something else. Maybe go walking, movie also, but it's a less spend. I think you need to get yourself distracted as well.
Yes. Exercise also helps.
Exercise. I just nak cakap pergi gym pun mahal actually, but if you make use of the money and
go to public park.
Correct. And awareness is important. I think you and me, we do this for community. We are not doing it for anyone else.
Correct.
So awareness is important. You want to know, Kevin, a study by Bank Negara Malaysia, our Bank Negara in 2021 found that only 24 of Malaysian have a budget that they follow regularly. Where's the rest of the 66? They don't follow the budget. So being awareness, stick to it, that is the most important. It doesn't need to be a very fancy budget planning. It can be as simple as plus minus. Do you agree with me?
Yeah. Or your budget can just be about one thing. How much I want to save, just do it, and then the rest is up to you to spend. Don't need to track everything.
Correct. So, okay, before we go to the conclusion and before our last say, Kevin, I would like to ask my beloved followers here, network here, I just want to ask you 2 questions. First question, have you ever regret stress spending free? I think Kevin did show now that, share with us now that it is actually lots of people regret after buying. So I just want to know, did you, and if you did, what are the spending that you are regret the most? And the second question is, what your go to emotional buy? What you normally buy? Is it food, traveling, handbag? I think lots of ladies do handbag, but that is stereotype. I think people are changing nowadays. So conclusion. Emotional spending is not a sign of weakness. No, Kevin? No?
Just being human.
But being human, everybody will have emotion. Everybody will use spending. But the most important is we need to know where is our limit, right?
Yes.
Our capacity.
Capacity, and also know that, I have this tendency to do this. And with the awareness, you can start to ask yourself, is this really going to help me or actually not helping me in the long run? Then you will decide what to do next.
Correct. And once we identify that emotional that we triggered, I think we can control it better. Yeah, we can control it better. But the key is get help also, right? We need to identify ourselves, get help, and get to know what is the best way on coping on this stress, emotional stress. Yes, buying some once in a while to reward yourself is fine, correct? Yes. But not always the time. I think I had a conversation with the last guest host, I think last few guest hosts, my Sarah, we talk about emotional trigger, and then you need to actually divert the things to something else. Perhaps a same coffee but a different price. So we need to evaluate. Okay, so that's it. Remember this: stress doesn't have to equal spending. You can get it higher or lower, but you need to know how much actually you are spending on. So it's a habit that can be I don't know, can be soft habit or can be changed, shift.
Can be reshaped to one that actually support us to be better.
Yeah. Habit can also be positive signs, right?
Correct. Good habit.
Habit. Yeah.
But that's not the good guy, bad guy, that good and bad. But good habit is a habit that actually help us to be better.
Yeah.
But not so good habit is habit that actually will pull us behind.
Betul. So you need to know, you need to acknowledge where you are and seek help. And there's a lot of financial planner outside there like Kevin that really want to assist you, really want to assist you in a way. So thank you so much for coming here, Kevin.
Welcome. And read the book.
I think the chapter 2 is the one that is the most what you call been thought a lot about money mindset, about habit, about personality, identify how your relationship with money. So until we meet again in the next episode, thank you so much. Again, if you think that this emotionally, or you want to give this to your wife or partner to hear about emotionally spending, do forward this Spotify and YouTube. Yeah, ask them to follow us, and do follow our LinkedIn Live, Facebook Live, Instagram, Lalwa Rashad. I think there's only one Lalwa Rashad in the world so far. If you know anyone that called Lalwa Rashad, do let me know. And also get the book from the website www.lalwarashad.com. Just go to the shop and just go to the book. There's also other merchandise by Money Queen. Until then, Kevin Neoh, any last word on how to solve, any last word just to wrap up what we are sharing today?
Spending is normal. Just don't beat yourself around for spending money. Just be more mindful when you spend money, then you'll be happy also.
Oh, I happy, you happy.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you to my production team, produced by 𝐷𝐨𝐧𝐞, my assistant producer, Nofatin Atika, my casting crew, Fatin Inshira, and my makeup artist, Angelica Ravid. Until next week, Tuesday, 5 p.m. Don't forget to watch this on the 12th of July at 5 p.m. with me and Kevin Neoh. I would love to see you, and do let me know whatever you want to drop by. Until then, I wish you all the best. Spend your money wisely, get emotionally stable, and Kevin?
And be a happy spender.
Okay, thank you so much. Assalamualaikum. See you next week. Thank you with Money Talk. Stay calm. Don't rush. Make a plan.
Feel the hush.
Feel the hush. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Assalamualaikum. Bye.